Is the Funko Pop store known as GameStop getting back to their roots and selling retro games again? That's kind of what it looks like. Let's talk about it. So yesterday I saw a mention from Time Extension, a very cool website, that GameStop announced GameStop Retro, and their X page shows that yes, they're selling retro, and you could click on this link and they're going to have retro GameStops opening up. So what are these going to be like? I don't know for sure. I clicked on the link up here. I found one within 30 miles. It would take me about 25 minutes to get to it. I might stop by sometime just out of morbid curiosity. Overall, people in the retro community, they're very lukewarm and negative about this. They don't trust GameStop. They don't trust their ability to find legit carts and price them well. And that's understandable with their reputation. And I will show you, I will compare some of their prices I found online with eBay style prices. Some of them were kind of interesting. I'll give you some of my hesitations, and also I have one idea for them. But anyways, there's one near me, and it looks like it's just a repurposed store. They're not like opening new stores or repurposing. I'd like to go to see, is it just a GameStop with a dedicated retro section, or is it full out a whole retro store? So if you go to their website, you can see basically the systems you can expect. So we're talking NES and earlier. If you're an Atari fan like me, sorry, no Atari. No, it would be awesome if they said, yeah, we're carrying Atari Jaguar and Lynx and 7800 and even 2600. But nope, they're not doing that stuff. They're not doing anything that's even slightly obscure. You're not going to find a TigerGame.com there. But you will find a variety of Nintendo and PlayStations and Xboxes and Sega systems. It is cool that you can get Sega Dreamcast and Sega Saturn, supposedly. It is a shame that you cannot get Master System. So I was looking at some of these prices, and I pulled up the first NES games, and I looked at the first 3 games that you can see here. Now, if you're a pro, if you buy their $25 a year thing, you get a discount. But I just wanted to look at their prices. So Super Mario 3 here, $20 game. I went to price charting. On price charting, it's $17.50. And that's a rough eBay estimate. It may not be perfect, but it gives you an idea. So Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, $39.99, $40, $36.66 on price charting. So kind of close. Good old Tetris, $12.99 at GameStop. On price charting, they say it's $10 loose. However, there's actually some potential deals here. So Pokemon Red, $45. Pokemon Red is, a very much in-demand Game Boy game. It actually has a price charting value of $56. Or how about Pokemon Gold? Again, $45, but it's over $60 here. So it might be a deal for certain games. Here's the problem, though. Here's the problem. Are they going to train their employees and make sure that they're not selling knockoff cartridges? The Pokemon cartridges for the Game Boy Advance are highly pirated. They make them all the time. You kind of have to know what you're looking for to spot a fake sometime. If you're just a regular average Joe and you didn't realize it, you might pick up a knockoff that you can get off, you could buy for $10 online, even though it's not legit. And it may not be high quality, and it might die faster, whatever. So are they going to make sure, and this is where I'd be hesitant, that they're legitimate copies? That's why I probably wouldn't do it. I don't know how strong their return policy is, but I'd be very hesitant about it. I also wanted to look at the trade-in value. So let's go to Pokemon Gold here, and somewhere you can look in the trade-in values. Let me see, where's the trade value? Trade value on Pokemon Gold. They will give you, if you are just a regular person off the street for this $45 game, they will give you up to $8.40. I wonder if that's like with the box and manual, or up to $12 in store credit. I mean, this is where they're awful, right? This is where people are like, you guys, like, they don't even give you half the value. $45 Pokemon Red, they will give you up to $8. Same thing right there. Let's go with Tetris. How much for your copy of Tetris that they're going to sell for $15? It's worth $10 on eBay. They're going to give you up to $2.10. I mean, it's like, let's do Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. I'm sure it's all like relatively the same percentages. Almost $10 for Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. So They are making a killing if they oh, by the way, present this at any GameStop location. Generated 8/29/24. Offer expires at the end of the business day today. So this is insane. But let me just give you one idea I have for GameStop. One idea that might interest me is back in the day, you go to GameStop for $10 a year, you could get the little pro membership, and they'd give you, 10% off or whatever, used stuff. And you get Game Informer magazine, I think it was a monthly or bi-monthly magazine. And what would interest me, and I know they just killed Game Informer recently, it's kind of ironic, the timing, but the one idea I would love to see them do, which I don't know that, highly doubt they do, is do a Game Informer retro. Like a Game Informer where it's new content, but they're covering just retro stuff. They could do, like they can have an issue dedicated to the top 10 run and gun games of all time, or the top 10 Sega Master System games. And they can cover new games for old systems, like the homebrew community and stuff like that, and what's going on when it comes to retro stuff. That would interest me. If you could do that for a decent price, a physical magazine, even if it was like quarterly or bi-monthly, I would probably sign up, something like a Retro Gamer magazine. That's what I think they should do if they want to get back in the good graces. But, giving someone $10 for Mike Tyson's Punch-Out and then charging $40 for it, I don't think it's going to get anybody in the good graces. You can order some of these games online. The nice thing about a retro store is you can actually inspect them in person. So that's where it might be interesting. So it's one of these things where if you hunt, you might find a good deal. You might find a good copy. You never know, but it would take some extra work. I might go by my local one, even though it's a bit of a drive, and let you guys know later on how it turns out. We'll see. I don't know about that. But overall, I'm kind of like, I'm curious enough to go to the store, but I don't know that this is really going to take off. And overall, I'm like, really like, do I really trust GameStop? So those are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts on GameStop going back retro. If you've been to a retro GameStop, let me know your experience in the comments below, and I will see you next time.